Hey, Austin here with KaiVac. One of the most important preventative maintenance tips is to clean out your freshwater and your recovery tank at the end of your tasks for the day, or on a daily basis. This is extremely important. Failing to empty and rinse out your tanks can create issues. If you leave water in the freshwater tank, it can develop an algae or a film, which can then affect the pump system or affect the pressure. If you're leaving dirty water or solution inside of your recovery tank, this can lead to odor issues, can also lead to a loss of suction. So let's take a closer look at the tanks here. On the very top of the system is where you would access these tanks. So on the front is the recovery tank or the vacuum tank. It has a lid, and then in between the handles that's used to push the machine is another lid, which gives you access into the water tank. So let's go ahead and get this machine over to a sink, and we're gonna take a closer look at how to empty and rinse. Okay, now that we are over at the sink, the first thing we wanna do is locate the dump hose. I'm gonna disconnect the dump hose cap from the hose. I'm gonna raise this hose over a sink and then lower it down into the sink, allowing all of the contents to flow out of that dump hose and into the drain. After that, you can just use one foot to kind of hold that hose in place. Next, I'm gonna locate a garden hose and I'm gonna rinse the inside of the recovery tank. Be sure to rinse the entire tank all around, hit the upper sides of that vacuum tank. Also, be sure to rinse the float cage. A dirty or a blocked float cage can affect the vacuum suction, so it's important to keep that float cage clean at all times. After rinsing the inside of the vacuum tank, I'll go ahead and replace the vacuum tank lid and reconnect the dump hose. Now we're going to use the vacuum to remove any leftover water that may be inside of the water tank. So I'm going to remove the water tank lid and set that aside. Then I'm going to locate the vacuum hose. Go ahead and lower that vacuum hose into the water tank and turn the vacuum on. Best practice is to allow that to draw the water for about 5 to 10 seconds and then lift the hose up. Allow that vacuum to breathe for about 5 to 10 seconds and then lower the hose back into the bottom of the tank. Repeat this process a few times until all of the water has been removed from the water tank. And then remove the vacuum hose, shut off the vacuum, and then wrap your hose back up. Place your water tank lid. After removing the water from the tank, go ahead and lower the dump hose back into the drain one last time to empty the fresh water we just recovered. We also recommend leaving the vacuum tank lid off of the vacuum tank. This is going to allow the vacuum tank to air dry overnight. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more tips on maintaining your KaiVac equipment. We'll see you in the next one.